Hi, good morning, class. This is Little Miss Sunshine reporting from Series High. Today we are going to focus on a project called Mandala Color Wheel or Color Wheel Mandala. Okay, here we go. So the basis of the project is we are going to be creating a traditional color wheel, and on that color wheel we are going to create a mandala design. The design again can be geometric and or organic in nature, and it can be both. Okay, the most important thing is that you have the 12 sections of a traditional color wheel. Okay, here we go. And then the pie, as it grows out with your design, you will fill it in with tints and shades. All right, this is a real nice example here. Okay. The rubric that I'm expecting, one, of course, you have to have the 12 colors of the color wheel. You have to fill it in with tints and shades. And in your pie, you have to have at least 10 sections to be able to fill in. Okay, all right, let's get started. Okay, the first thing I'd like you to do is open up Photoshop. Okay, we're going to get File New, Inches, 8.5 by 11, and then make sure, of course, you're in RGB. No, that's wrong. File New, we're so used to doing it that way. 11 by 8.5. All right, we want it horizontal. Landscape. Okay, bam, we got it. Awesome. Okay, let's go into Google. And what I just typed in, I typed in color wheel template. Now, when you're finding a color wheel template, make sure you find one that has the traditional colors. Okay, I'm going to copy this, and then we'll go back into Photoshop and control paste. Voila. Sweet, it's in. Okay, next, go back to Google, and I'm actually going, I just typed in, let's see here, yellow green value scale. I actually found a scale that has every color I'm going to need for this assignment. It here has the pure color down the center, tints, and then your shades. So I'm going to use this when I start filling in my project. It'll make life a little bit easier. Again, you do not have to use this scale. If you want to use the color palette and feel comfortable with that, you can do so. Okay, so just move it over to the side for now. We'll come back to this. Okay, so here I have my color wheel. Again, when we're finished with the whole project, we'll close the eye out. But for right now, it's perfect to use as our template. So I'm going to zoom in. Okay, the rubric states you have to have at least 10 sections within your design to fill in. You can use organic shapes and or you can use geometric shapes. However, you have to have a design. It can't be just boxes or squares. I want a unique, dynamic design that is showing your artistic talent. So the first thing I'd like to do is grab a new layer. I'm using the pencil tool. I'm on black and I'm at 2. You want to contain the area for starters because this is the section that we're going to be filling in. We will be using the magic wand, and as we know, when we use the magic wand, if it's not contained, it will spill out like water into other sections. So, all right, so I'm going to start a design. Let's see here. I might try to use the draw tablet. Let's see how I fare. Okay. Now I'm obviously using here organic shapes. The goal is to have at least 10 10 shapes that you can fill in. Okay. All right, sweet. It's looking very nice. So at this point, I have my 10. I think I'm going to come in here and do a big wave. Okay. And that, and that, and then that. Okay, so here we have just a very simple organic design. I was thinking about oceans, waves, the sun, those type of thoughts. So, okay, if I close out, and there's my design. Okay. My goal now would be to use the magic wand and come in and fill in each section. So this is again why it has to be contained. Okay. Next, I want to just show you here is a mandala I designed that is extremely organic, obviously, in shape. And I was thinking kind of Art Deco, 1920s, Frank Lloyd Wright, uh, designing sort of like a, almost like a stained glass window. Okay, so again, it's entirely up to you how you want to design your sections. All right, so I have this section here. Now what I need to do is I need to continue it throughout my entire piece. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Control J, voila, and then I will free transform my Control J. So grab it. Again, you want to get it as close as you possibly can into the section, because if you mess up on one, it's going to mess up your whole entire project. That looks pretty darn close. I could maybe modify it just a hair. There we go. Do not scale it because then they'll all be off. And yes, got it. Okay, there we go. All right. So the ultimate goal is you will have 12 of these, and then you will start filling them in. The center has to be the pure color. So for example, this is our yellow, and then we have yellow orange. So we'll come over here. I'm going to grab my pure yellow, which is right here. So get my picker, get my pure yellow, magic wand, make sure you're on the right layer, and then select that section. So edit, fill, my foreground color, fill. So I know that's my pure yellow. Now, I also know this one right here is going to be my yellow orange. There's my yellow orange. I get my picker, edit, fill. It kind of helps you remember when you're going to fill them in. All right, what I'm going to do right now with the time we have left, again, this is my pure yellow. I'm going to grab my magic wand. I'm going to start filling in this section. Now, I do not care if you go from tints to shades, if you go shades to tints, or if it's random. Okay, and this right now, I just want you to start filling in sections. So I'm going to do make sure you stay in the right color. Edit, fill. Okay, as you see, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to just fill a little bit more. No, edit, fill. Oh, I love it. Okay, so you're going to continue to work and fill in your sections with your tints and your shades. Okay, enjoy the project. Have a great time.